about Brazil is because, like, it's fun, but, like, dangerous. And I was trying to find out the perfect way of explaining. I think it would be like catching an STD, you know? Like, it was fun, but now, you know? And then, like, we live in this, like, happy chaos, you know? Like, I don't know, have you guys heard of this city called Rio? You have? Yeah. I'm from there, right? So they have this statue, like the big statue of Christ. You know, you guys know why that statue is there? It's because every morning when I leave my house, right, I can see that statue and I go, please, Jesus, bring me back home at the end of this day. But then, think about it. That makes them into very happy people because every day I get home, I'm like so happy, right? Like, oh, I made it. I remember when I was getting my American passport, the officer was like, yo, you gotta go back home. You're smiling too much for this picture. And like, the other day, I got a jaywalking ticket. Like, has anybody gotten a jaywalking ticket? It's like $20, you know?
75.
Oh, whoa! Mine was in Chinatown. Maybe the price is different back then. I don't know. But, and so, like, good luck explaining this one to the cop, right? Because I was like, listen, I saw this guy running for the bus. Like, I ran, you know, because, I mean, this is what Brazilians do, you know? Like, we see people running, we run. Because you don't know who's getting mugged, who's getting shot. You don't know if the bus is ever going to come back again, you know? Like, in Brazil, let me tell you, the lights are red, and you go. It's like, no Brazilian left behind, you know, go. Like, for God's sake, like, we have to put naked women dancing on the street in order for traffic to stop? How do you think Carnival came about? You know? But you gotta give it to us. Like, we're really creative people. Like, me, myself, when I first came to the US, I had a real big problem with, like, measurement systems. So, like, I don't know how tall things were and how far things were, you know, because we were in the metric system until the day I read this article that it was about the average size of American men's penis, you know? And it was like 6 inches. I thought about it, okay, this is 6 inches. Okay, so now it changed my life. Like, I will go to the gym and she'll go, all right, let's put your mat 6 inches from the wall. I'm like, all right, Cassia, this is an average dick. You can do it. And then, like, in the study, there was this part that they said that the biggest penis was like a foot long. So you think about it, whoa, a foot. So now, like, the other day, I was at the DMV, and so, like, they said, so how tall are you? I'm like, oh, hold on. I am 5 biggest dicks ever. Yo, it changed my life. I mean, it works every time. So, like, on the same subject, you know, like, being Brazilian, there's, like, all these expectations as a Brazilian woman, and I like to think that the U.S. is different. So I'm 34, and I work in finance, and I already wrote a book. It's called Born in Rio, and now I'm working on my second book. But, you know, like, being a Brazilian woman, I should have been working on my second baby, you know? But then, my American friend, she invited me the other day for, like, this egg freezing party. I don't know if you guys heard about that. Like, I thought you could just, like, leave the eggs in the fridge, but, like, you can freeze it too. And then, you know, they were talking about, yeah, they were talking about, like, biological clock ticking, you know, like, dude, my clock is digital. Like, you do not have an Apple Watch, you know, like, ticking. Okay, like, the other thing is that, like, so, you know, being born in Brazil and growing up there, it was almost like, people ask me all the time about soccer, and I really love soccer, but I really, really love women's soccer, and I love Team USA. You know, this year they were super amazing, Canada. Yeah, and that was because when I was growing up in Brazil, it was almost like I had this like disability, you know? No. It was called being born a girl. Yeah, like you can't play soccer because I think like guys have like an extra leg that lets them play, you know? Or we couldn't do math, you know, and I work in finance now, so I don't know how I got away with that one. And the other one I tell you too is like, you're never gonna be happy unless you belong to a man. Yeah, they told us that. But here's the thing, like I actually have been living with a male for the past 12 years. You know, like I cooked all his meals, like his farts wake me up at night. And I'm like, son of a bitch, you're sleeping on that couch, not here. He lays around my house sleeping, like he will try to hump my friends when I'm not looking. You know, that's just being Brazilian, you know? Only he's got like, you know, his own fur all the time, and he's my dog. His name is Dolce, you know? But yeah, that's it for tonight. Thanks, guys.
One more time for Cassia Martin, everybody. All right.